All right, guys, we're back. Another episode of the NBA Insider. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Got a pretty cool show today. Going to sit down, talk some tools, talk wrenches, talk garage talk, and doing it with Lucas from Boxo Tools, and brought in some good stuff to show us, to educate people, and to talk about some of their product line. You'll see us using that in the shop. But as always, get your comments, questions, and stuff like that ready to go. Free flowing today. Eddie, engineer, on the mixer today. Jesse working the camera, and of course Lucas coming to hang out with us. And we're here to just provide a cool atmosphere, right? We got it cooking today. I mean, a lot of stuff we've got going. You can already see a little glimpse of it. Cool camera. There you go. And yeah, I mean, all the loyal guys are already checking in. Darren Zumston, thanks for checking in. You're one of the locals and a local regular on the show. And again, we bring the show and stuff like that for you guys, for educational purposes, for some fun, for a break in the monotony, and to tell you what's cooking and what's happening in the industry, and of course to share what we're doing here. So much stuff going on. Man, every time I look at this shot right here, I enjoy it because I see that porta tree in the background and how much I love the drag racing side of stuff. So big shout out to Wink again for donating the tree to the MP Insider Studio, and have some fun.
My own screen though.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna.
I know.
Just looking at you, yeah, and no eyebrows. So
already starting. Oh, it's on now. It's on. Yep. All right. Now I'm gonna stab you in front of camera. So
it's all right.
But yeah, man. It's first of all, thanks for coming to hang out. I appreciate it.
Always, dude.
I wish I could have got somebody with some talent, but we'll settle for you today.
That's all we got, dude.
We here at MP Insider, we drag the bottom of the barrel at times, and
the bottom fruit first.
Low hanging fruit. But we're going to bring you an informative, fun, show. We're going to talk about how Lucas can't keep himself next to the microphone.
Nope.
So it's actually a help for some of you guys. It keeps the gibberish down. And really what's going on with MP here and the stuff like that. And I do want to talk about kind of some of the stuff out of the gate before we jump into tools. And you've kind of worked your role into, so you've supported MP and everything that we're doing there. You guys saw the build out. So when we were working on the MP garage, Lucas was the one setting up the cabinetries and the tool systems and everything. We all, you and I built that thing.
That was a couple long nights.
Scoot closer to the mic.
Setting that up.
Yeah. And that we do appreciate that. I mean, that was not, grinding around on the concrete floor is never fun.
No. At least you guys redid the floors.
Yeah. And then putting it together and then taking it back apart 2 or 3 times is always pleasurable.
Yep.
But no, I mean, you guys have seen us use their tools in the shop, and we'll elaborate more on it. But I wanted to talk on another level too, that, originally this show was formed to, bring light to some of the products of what we're doing, some of the changes. I mean, because you're here so much, you do get to see a lot of stuff, but a lot of our listeners don't.
Right.
And so, we with everything that's going on, we'll get there, right? We just want to talk about it and just throw a little seed out there and say, hey, look, man, we're working towards it. Things just take time. And we don't, when the floodgate gets here, boy, check it out. Cause it's going to be a lot of cool new industry first in a lot of realms, and it'll knock people's socks off. So, but Jason, what's up? Brian Crofts checking in. Drake Landy, when are you guys making a class 11 tool roll? Ooh, maybe we'll find out today.
I know.
Jason's checking in.
The new UTV roll works pretty good on that.
Yeah. Well, we won't talk about the UTV roll so much. We're going to talk about how you shafted us on the jack kit. That
I don't know how I shafted you. You're supposed to get that from Chuck.
Oh man. Big Larry checking out. Larry Negrete checking in. Must have Tuesdays off now, or puts it on his toolbox. But anyways, Larry, thank you for checking in. And then Eric Boy out of France, hello, and Byron, hello again. Thank you guys again. So we want to get to it, man. We're at one of those spots, kind of in the start of the show season. We're prepping for SEMA already. I know you guys are already in the works, but we want to talk about some of the tools, right? You kind of see Boxo burst onto the scene, really. I'm sorry, Chuck Foreman's chiming in right now, and he's like, "No, sir, it's a Boxo toolkit,
Sold by Pro Eagle."
Yeah, but I mean,
go to proeagle.com and get your Boxo toolkit.
So many of you guys know we had Chuck Foreman on the show a little bit. So yes, there was quite the controversy that broke right here on the show. And I do think we owe a stabbing to Lucas, but well, that's a different story for another time. But anyhow, we saw you guys burst onto the scene, just trying to stay up to speed with some of the stuff you guys are doing. I just saw you guys broke a word with Ricky Carmichael, and you've really aligned yourself with so many, I don't want to say influencers, but you really positioned yourself well. And I know a lot of guys aren't going to do it about just for the money. They're going to do it because they believe in the product. So how did that kind of...
It's, the organization that we have that makes racers go in the pits faster when they're working on their stuff. Everything's organized. They have the right tools. And just aligning ourselves with, we've kind of gone to the off-road industry first because we all like off-road, and we saw that there was nobody helping anybody out. So we kind of jumped on board on that, and we were taken in very well by it.
Yeah. When we saw it with Blake Wilkie,
yep.
And that was really kind of how we all got our start with you guys. And I mean, there's lineages and stuff like that behind the scenes, but Blake was a big proponent of the tools, and we all know he works on his stuff and beats the hell out of everything he has.
Really does.
and it's living and surviving. So we figured, hell, why not? And we got our sample with the boxes in SEMA 2019, just to see how everything kind of fit and finished and worked. And it worked really well. So we were really happy with it. And I think there's a big, I don't want to say a void in the marketplace for that. And I hate to use the word mid-pack tool, right? It's like, it's probably like the right niche, because you've got the super extensive premium stuff that just costs a bunch of money, and then you've got the rent a tool from Harbor Freight where you use it once, breaks, and then you buy another one again.
Throw it away and just grab another one. But this is kind of where setting ourselves up like right in the middle with a mobile quality tool at an affordable price.
Very cool.
Plus the organization.
What do you mean?
With the foam inserts?
Oh yeah, the organizational aspect of it. Yeah. So we'll show you guys a little bit. We brought in a box to kind of show on a smaller scale what the big boxes are like and stuff like that. But what did you bring in today?
I brought in our 133 piece hand carry metric tool set.
So this is a tool complete kit you can buy through Boxo Tools
right now
website and some of your dealers. It's nice steel construction. I like the matte, kind of the semi-gloss finish.
It's kind of a flattish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But one of the things that sets you guys apart is really how the tools are displayed and organized, so they don't rattle around, clanking around. They're not on a little plastic.
You don't get to your race or your campsite or whatever, and you open up your toolbox and it's just a complete mess. It's still all there, ready to go, like it wasn't even moved.
Yeah, I like that. And then educate us. I'm just grabbing it because I want to grab some stuff. So regular 3/8 drive ratchet,
3/8 drive ratchet, 90 tooth, nice smooth for those nice little tight spots that you have to get to. You don't have a lot of leverage. That's the go-to right there.
And I mean, so I mean, I don't say sell me this pin, but like educate us a little bit and as a group, because we talk about tools. It's not Craftsman or made in USA. It's this and that and everything. But a lot of people don't understand the tools are made.
They're made in Taiwan. All our stuff is made in Taiwan. Everything's a lifetime warranty. You break something, you literally email us a picture of a broken tool, and I'm sending you another tool. It's that.
So you guys standing behind the stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's even the finish just feels different than a regular chrome vanadium.
Like I said, it's mobile truck quality.
I just, and the simple, just clean marketing, embossing, Looks like serviceable, rebuildable.
Yeah,
in many
we have
cases.
rebuild kits in those. Depending on how bad they get hammered, but I've seen them really abused, and we go from replacing the ratchet or just rebuilding them.
Yep. Question coming in: when are the large wrench and whatnot's coming available? It's like big wrenches coming down the pipeline.
It should be here about mid-April. That's been really fun waiting for product to come in.
Yes, we've been living that.
It's kind of a nightmare. It sucks when people call and you're like, well, we're waiting just like you are right now.
Yeah, it's been unprecedented times. Butch Mastera checking in. He said Corey and his Boxo tool roll saved him. So you were there. You were there.
Yeah, I was there when we were pre-running.
Yeah.
More.
But I mean, that's I mean, there's a lot of tools to choose from, right? It just, we've chosen to align ourselves with you guys, and we use them. We use them in the shop. We built 2 race cars here.
Yeah.
And we beat the hell out of the stuff during that process, and using tools for other purposes that they're not in.
Tim wasn't very nice to the tools, but they're still holding up.
Yeah. They're not as nice and clean, but they're still there. But no, it's cool. And I'm glad but just what it's about, man. It's about, racers helping racers and doing a lot of stuff like that. So it's key. Let's see here. Oh, how about a lime green one? Darren, they do make, and that kind of leads to another section really of where we're at. But that's one of the different aspects that Boxo does bring to the table is the color choices and options and customability. So elaborate and kind of tell us more about that.
Just on this box right here, we have 3 other colors to choose from. On the handles, you can do blue, red, or silver, or just keep it all black. And we offer the box in white. In our bigger boxes, like in our Pro Series, you can get it in black or white. And I think there's 3 to 6 handle color options. And if you don't like any of those, you can send those out to powder coat to match your cars or whatever you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the black with lime green. We've done purples.
We've done some crazy colors with it, like Wilkie's. We did that teal for his handle colors. Matched it. I mean, it's not that hard to do it.
They pop on and off.
Yep.
And then, like with the tracks and rails and guides and all that stuff on those things,
all ball bearing slides. The smallest, the lightest weight one will handle like 200 pounds. The bigger ones are like around 400 or 500 pounds, and get into our elite one. That's like an 800-pound drawer.
800 pounds.
Yeah.
So
you can stand in it.
Gotta see it. Let's do it.
Do it.
Yeah, there's great shot right there, Eddie. Thank you so much. Showing just how everything really has a place. I mean, everything's very well thought out, especially in this box where the foam fits all the way to the edge, fills the full drawer.
Yep.
And I mean, the quality of the tool and we've been beating the shit out of them with the cutters and everything
I've been
else.
Here.
Yeah, I mean, they work to cut fire extinguisher hose off, no problem. But yeah, I mean, these are the things that we kind of want to just sit down and show people new things that are in the industry that's available, and show people other options, that it's not the end of the world. Like, you don't have to
go on the truck and pay $20 for the rest of your life every week. It's affordable to have nice stuff.
Yeah. And I think that's really what the whole purpose is, is just about. So it's very cool. What kind of things can you share with us? What's coming in the pipeline for the future with Boxo and really where we're at? I saw you guys did some stuff with Cletus Garrett.
Yeah.
And
set him up with the 45 workstation for a shop. We got some more stuff we'll be working with him on.
Very cool.
What else?
Come on, we want some breaking goodies.
I don't really have any breaking stuff.
Does it help on the old Baja? How many times have we?
Oh, that roll lives in the back of the Baja right now.
And
no,
then
that thing's actually been pretty good and reliable.
Yeah. And then, what's neat too, guys, is they do have these tool roll sets available. So if you go to boxousa.com, I almost encourage you to thumb around. It's mobile friendly, and you can get into some of the tool rolls, some of the stuff that you can just throw in the back of or behind the seat of your truck or underneath the back seat of your truck. And these tools they're going to have, what are those things, 100 damn near 100 pieces in some of those things.
Yeah.
And you've got a good durable bag that's well organized, that has the basics you need to kind of get you out of a pickle.
Right. Get you at least back to camp or finish a race. You can also, we've made, like say our UTV roll, we've made it a little bit bigger. We added some more tools to it. We added an extra bag so you can put in your clutch tools or whatever tools you need on the trail. And then you need a little bit more, something bigger, kind of go into our KOH off-road bag.
Yeah. So it's a specific brand. It was kind of branded for King of the Hammers, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. We partnered up with King of the Hammers on that one, worked back and forth on what we're going to put in it. And, you know, when we did develop that one, we were, it was going towards more of a Jeep Raptor specification on those, but
don't say Jeep. We got one of our newest, Jesse, our videographer, got himself a nice little Jeep now. So he's gonna, you want to talk about the definition of excessive and like nerd out on
yeah. Does he have a rooftop tent on that thing?
Not yet. He's had it a week, but he's probably got a wish list about 45 items long. Great question. This kit right here, what does this kit sell? How many pieces is it, and what does it sell for?
133 piece set. It goes for $797.
There you go. So Eric, hopefully that'll help you out.
And we are local. I'm only 10 minutes away from here, so we're in Orange.
Yeah.
So if you guys ever want to come down to the showroom and check it out for yourselves, you feel free to.
Lucas will show you how to do wheelies on a dirt bike.
No, I'm retired. That's something that.
So for the eyebrow comment, I am going to bring it up, you son of a bitch.
All right.
So, you know, Wilkie came over to do a nice photo shoot one day at old Boxo HQ, and
it was between photos and stuff. We were just messing around. I jumped on the bike, and I probably shouldn't have. had to lay it down.
It was either that or total devastation.
Go up and over, and I didn't want to do that. So tagged the door of a car, broke my shoulder. Yeah. Healed up pretty good though.
Yeah, I can almost scratch my back.
I can do it.
No, man, I was just watching you just road rashed up, and
the road rash was the worst.
So yeah, take that for the eyebrow comment, buddy.
There's a reason why there's a saying, with age get a cage.
Yep. Brian Croft asking, with the tool rolls, can you order standard and metric?
Not right now, but we are working on that because there's a lot of demand for standard on the tool rolls.
I would have assumed yes, they're already done. So that's cool. Good to know. I didn't even know. How long until those are released?
It's going to be a minute, but
cool.
We're just trying to catch up on what we got right now and fulfill everybody's orders and take care of all the customers and then progress from there.
Jason still, I don't even want to try to butcher his last name. Jason S is asking, tell us about the origins of Boxo.
So Boxo is a global brand out of Taiwan, and you can find Boxo UK, Boxo Asia, and we are the USA division of Boxo.
There you go.
So we kind of redesigned everything for the USA market and brought in the highest quality tools that we can get for it. And we're kind of going from there.
Now, how much input do you guys have on new tool design ideas?
All of it.
Really?
Yep.
That's cool. Is that just just this the agreement you guys have, or is that just that's very cool? And this is what you think the market will support?
Exactly.
So then we should get a 36 millimeter that can be included in a VW based tool roll.
Definitely.
Sounds good. Another great question.
Maybe we'll do one with MP.
Nope. Not ready to start. No, we're not dropping secrets early, right? If you can't tell your secrets, we can't tell ours.
I just said maybe.
Cameron Frey chiming in. Thank you. I should put his name upside down in the screen. Boxo tool worked great at /X. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it works great, but when you're using it, it's never a good thing.
It sucks when you have to use it, but
glad we have it.
Yep.
Just like our Pro Eagle Jack.
Yep.
Jason's chiming in and asking, Lucas, tell us about your experience racing Class 11 and how was it? This is like the way he's like a little. I get a smile. Let me talk about racing.
Oh, I love it. My since I was a kid. I mean, I started my first Baja Bug I got when I was 13 because my parents would not buy me a dirt bike. I wonder why. And
Whatever you say.
I don't know. Just kind of got a little love for Volkswagens at that point, and it's never went away. It's only gotten worse. And I finally got to race Class 11, sat co-driver with Richard, and it was the most fun I've ever had in a car.
Smiling and going
the whole time.
Richard can drive, man.
Richard's a wheeler.
He's like a drag race. I just come walk up with a marble hanging out of his mouth. Assessing the situation, climbs in and handles business.
Yep.
But you guys were running up front, battling with Wilkie, and then had an unfortunate drum incident.
Had a drum blowout 2 miles out from the finish. Still ended up getting 5th. But we were both so irritated at that.
Yeah. Anthony Guerrero, what's the warranty like? And I missed that earlier on, I think, but lifetime warranty.
Lifetime warranty. Just email a picture of your broken tool and I'll send you another one.
Very cool.
Pretty hassle free.
How, Brian, I mean, we're just gonna start fielding some questions.
Yeah.
Fire them away. How long has Boxo been around for?
Boxo has been around for about 12 years in the States, we're going on 5 right now. And the company that because we're a brand under the mother company, and they've been doing toolboxes for 40 plus years.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Dusty Simon wants to know, here we go. When are we strapping a roof tent to your bug and going camping?
Only if it's coming out of a trailer, buddy. There's no way you catch me in a tent.
Getting the good
too
life.
Old. Too old for that shit.
I mean, you already froze your ass off at King of the Hammers once. You don't need to do it again.
Yeah.
Unpleasurable. So
that was an interesting one because there's a couple nights it was warm, but it was
warm from the whiskey. Yeah. Speaking of whiskey, Kyle Piper checking in says dirt bikes plus Lucas plus street equals whiskey throttle.
There was no whiskey involved in that. There's no alcohol.
Calling it out. I love it. God. See, we got the throttle. Frank chiming in says, you guys talking about tools. You can buy tools everywhere. Yes, you can. There's different qualities, Frank, different options. Some people like certain things. Some people don't. I guess you're a little bit late to the show. We did talk about a specific VW box, VW based, that we dropped a hint about. We've been trying to work on this for quite some time now.
Yep.
But you just got to wait for the products to get here, to arrive, to make it happen. So, Frank, stay tuned. A VW based box will probably be around the corner in no time.
Yep.
So hang tight. It'll be worth the wait, and it'll have Boxo tools, not, of lesser quality of stuff.
Yeah.
So we don't want to hear you. The biggest thing is, and that we talked about again in the shop on lives and stuff like that, and just off air, is that when you need it, it's got to be ready to work.
Right.
You can't go to break something loose with a 3/8 drive and having it strip out, or you're screwed. Right. I mean, you can't have failures, just like you can't have a failure on a jack. You can't have a failure on your tool. That's your lifeline back. So it's so important to spend a couple of bucks extra and have something you don't have to worry about.
And also, the Snap-on truck is not going to pull up to your house.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. Even if you have them. I mean, just trying to warranty it after I was a mechanic and I had all my stuff in the garage. If I needed anything warranted, it was like pulling teeth trying to figure it out.
So your replacement stuff seems pretty easy to go. And
for us at Boxo, yeah, it's easy. It's an email away.
Very cool. People are wanting to know about you, man. Like, I got more questions just lined up. I'll dig it. Tell us about your sandcar and how you can jump it.
I don't really jump it. You jump it, you break it, and then you have to pay for things to break.
Breaking stuff.
Yeah. But no, I got a couple Volkswagens in the garage. My sandcar right now is a 2332 Tatum bus box. It's putting down 250 to the tire with 9 pounds of boost. It's fun. it's a family out there. It's smooth. I was always in small little beam cars before. It's my first ARM car. I still have a beam car, sand car in the garage.
I don't know if I'd call that a complete car, but well,
it's taken apart right now. It needs a little love. It's from the 70s, but we'll get it back on the road.
Got a torch.
Yeah. I learned how to drive on that one when I was probably about 11. So it's a little sentimental to me, and I don't want to get rid of it.
That's cool, man. Chuck Foreman asking a question. Chuck from Pro Eagle chiming in and says, how many times a week does he get sponsor me? What does it look like for potential, or what do you look for in potential sponsored teams? This has been a great question.
Question.
Chuck, thank you, because this has been a really big topic of discussion. And once we let Lucas answer this question, it'll lead into segue number 2, because I've had this discussion at depth with a lot of other companies, including Rugged Radios. I mean, you can imagine how many times a day those guys are getting hit up.
There's a couple different ways I do it. If they're just looking for, like a deal on tools, or I can't just, sponsor the world. I would love to sponsor every racer. I love racing. It's so much fun, but you just can't do that. So what's the ROI on that? Yeah. So I help out a lot of racers. I give them a pretty good discount on there for running the sticker and doing that and using the tools. That's how I do it one way. Depending on how else we can set it up, it's like I just said, ROI. What's the return on the investment that we're going to do? I get hit up for sponsorship a lot.
Yeah, it's a tough spot. I mean, we've talked about it openly here, and we've talked about how the days of putting a sticker on the car has kind of gone by way of the dodo bird.
Right.
And, that's to be expected, but there has to be the added value to it, an added value benefit to some of it. So it's tough, man. It really is tough. I don't envy guys that are in your shoes and the stuff that I know what we have to deal with over here.
I'm sure you deal with it.
Yes.
And yours have so many more directions too.
Yeah. You know what, man? I'm first of all, I'm thankful, right? I'm thankful for our company that people want to run our stuff, right? Because there is other options in some cases. In some cases, there's not. But I'm thankful that people are now coming back to the brand and have enough faith in where we're going and have seen kind of the turning of the tide, if you will, and that we're spending the money to make a better product. Right. And I'm thankful that the belief is there. The hard part is, like you, I want to make everybody as happy as we can to support them.
Right.
But again, what we've got to, and I think it's our job as marketing guys and as business owners and as different things, we need to educate and spend time with potential guys that, show some hope or show some promise that, hey, this is what we need to do, and we need to educate them, and then use that sphere to get other people to get them to understand.
Right. And
just kind of put that out there. We actually had a show dedicated to this, and I'd probably love to do a panel again in the future where we get guys like Cameron Frey, marketing background, degree in marketing, minor in communications, worked for Holly Race Pack. I mean, that's another company that's getting inundated with stuff.
Right.
And he's had to live with it, but I love that collaboration with the team to say, guys, like, look, you got a panel of 3 or 4 or 5 guys here that are giving you the keys and the pathway to get sponsored. And I think sometimes the word sponsorship has a lot of misconceptions, right? Because everybody assumes sponsorship is free. That's the assumption,
right? But
it's not always free.
Nope.
Now, you can be sponsored and get a 20% off deal, or maybe we gave you a 20% off of something and you got this. I'm not saying we, but just as a whole. Yeah. Or maybe you get 40% off. I mean, there's all kinds of different levels of sponsorship, and then there's commitments to that. And if you do receive something, don't screw it up. Don't burn it.
A lot of these guys that we sponsor, they work really hard for that sponsorship.
Absolutely. I mean, I've been vocal about this. I don't think there's a guy that works harder at grinding than Wilkie.
Nope.
And I think if we can be half as good as that cat, and getting some people to do that stuff, we'll be so thankful. And I mean, not that everybody has the capabilities to do what he does, but it's just the effort, right?
It's
just
not
the
going and copying what he does. No. It's just he has his own style, the way he does it.
But what you can't do is go to Boxo or go to Lucas, say, look, man, I want one of those hand carry boxes for my XYZ, Chase, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And he has a really good mood that day and got his Cortina sandwich, and he was just feeling giving and got you a box for free, but then you never hears from you again. Or Jack, you got a Jack from Pro Eagle and you never hear from him again. That's the other big problem I see is they've been able to get something and they've skinned the sheep rather than shearing it to keep coming back and building that relationship. So I know you've been burned, and I know that a lot of people have. And so it's got to be
they're on a list.
Yeah.
That travels around.
That's exactly,
just to let you guys know.
Yeah, please elaborate.
That shit will travel around because this industry isn't very big.
Yeah,
we like to talk.
Well, and again, you talk in the industry, and you talk, and I'm sure it's with every industry, right? But as a marketing guy, we're going to talk to marketing guys. We're going to collaborate on things. You know, you're coming to our event this weekend probably, and it's like we're all working to basically try to, you know, keep an eye on and watch each other's back and make everything we've got with our limited budgets successful.
Right. Exactly.
So you burn us, we'll let everybody else know.
Yeah.
Oh man. So again, and we're always here. And you know what? There's great guys out there that can help you write sponsorship proposals or help you paint a better picture. Maybe you're just bad about talking about yourself. I mean, Eddie, is there, and this is a whole nother sector, right? But in the radio world or in the DJ sector, is there guys that are striving to get other equipment from other companies? I mean, how does that work on your end? I love different perspectives.
It's super similar, man. It's like, it's what you're doing for the industry, how you can actually help a brand. It's the same situation. I mean, it's just how you guys explain. It's a small community. You burn someone, everybody's going to know about it.
Yep.
So just be smart about it.
Yep. Dig it. That's it. I mean, I love the different perspectives.
Yeah. I mean, it's just common sense at some point, right?
Yeah.
Well, common sense is
some people lack the common sense.
That's true.
Frank chiming in again. So seriously, guys, I like the way you put it on, but give full confidence. I like some of the new products. I mean, that's exactly what we like to hear. I mean, we're working diligently for this kind of stuff. Like you guys, I mean, we're always trying to develop new products. It just, once we develop it, and we're holding everybody to a higher tolerance and higher standard. I'm sure you guys are. I mean, I can't imagine some of hopefully you never had the experience, but returning things or something's wrong or it's built to a mil spec off. I mean, there's a little difference with everything.
Luckily, we have not had that problem. If we do make a mistake, we own up to it, and we take care of that.
That's all. I mean, that's great. Can you get those corner sections for the freaking cabinetry built in soon?
I'm waiting for them to come in. Don't worry, it's coming. You're going to be one of the first because you're the closest.
What do you feel? I mean, have you put some of that? So if you guys haven't seen too, some of the cabinetry even has been a really good mover for you guys as well.
It's going to be a good one. We haven't fully launched that yet. We're still waiting on getting more inventory in and getting that set up correctly on the website, because that's its own entity, is those built-in cabinets. So by the time we have all that done, we'll have a configurator. You put in how long your wall is, or how do you want to do an L shape or a straight wall, or do you want to set it up in bays, and then you can configure it how you want it and pick the cabinets that you want.
I like it. This stuff's awesome.
Oh, I love it. I can't wait to do it in my garage.
Well, now that you've got a lot of practice of
I've done a few shop installs.
Yeah, so you've done. I mean, some of the bigger name teams are running this stuff too.
I did the ranch over at Dave Cole's. I did his. This was one of the first ones. Not to mention just setting it up and tearing it down at SEMA PRI.
So I do not envy you. It's so miserable.
and usually, in the garage, it's nice because the floors are level. You do it on carpet, you come back the next day, you got to re-level it again because it's just you got gaps, and I just go nuts on that. I'm like, nope, doesn't look right.
Set the pin up there, it just rolls right off.
Yep.
I'm gonna walk by your SEMA display every day now, make sure it's level.
Go ahead.
Just be like, oh, check out this nice extension, and just set it on the counter and watch it roll right off. That'll drive him nuts all day long. He'll be like, give me a wrench. He'll be down there sweating doing it. Let's see here. I'm trying to get through these comments, guys, so bear with me. Trent obviously wants to know what's Lucas's go-to order at Cortina's.
The Rocky Balboa for sure.
Fire, bro.
Fire.
That's what I always get.
Fire.
That sandwich is fire.
I mean,
You gotta try it, bro.
I don't know, man. It's
You
hard.
gotta try that.
It's
Telling
hard.
you,
I'm on my diet.
that
so
one, pastrami.
can't do it.
Cortina's, can I get a sponsor?
yeah. Yeah. Check out your ROI. DXLs on the future.
Right.
Oh man, but yeah, Cortina's is a spot. For those of you guys that are not local, for my French guys and our other guys in Europe, I highly recommend when next time you're in Southern Cal with us, and if you stop by In-N-Out one day, because everybody's got to go by the In-N-Out down the street.
Yep.
There is an In-N-Out across the street from the one in Anaheim.
Yes,
They could hit both.
Oh God, you'd have a heart attack. Anaheim, East Anaheim Hospital is right down the street from there too. But you got to hit up Cortina's. That's a plug, a shameless plug for Cortina's.
Yeah.
So for all the iTunes listeners listening in Cortina's, there's 2 locations, one in Anaheim, one in Orange. If you walk in, and me being of some Italian descent, there, it's like walking into grandma's kitchen. You smelling just all the, it's just glorious goodness. I know I knew Zumpston would chime in when it starts talking about food, so I knew he'd be ready for this one. But the
cannolis.
Yep. So you got a problem around here, guys. You guys are terrible.
We do lunch series around these parts.
Yeah,
we eat good.
Yeah, race team guys get taken care of. They get fed well. Let's see what else we got here. So a great point to Michael Fernandez is the Dusty Summit's been writing some super rad proposals for a few trophy truck teams and even a few Class 11 guys. So I don't know if he wants to be in the Class 11 or just sponsorship proposal business, but if he's a freelance guy, Jason's
the man.
Jason is the man. And hit him up, Dusty Summit on Instagram, and see what he can do to kind of help you out. So
we should have him on the show.
I want to get him on the show.
Jason.
I can. I know Jason, I'm sure you're still listening, but I know he's working on an article for a magazine. Kind of like it. might be biased a little bit, but he so if you guys don't know VW stuff, so you've probably seen the news broke yesterday that VW Trends is coming back. It's on a quarterly deal right now, just to try to bring the Volkswagen magazine back to.
It's awesome.
It's once heyday. And so the first issue is dropping in next month, actually, just a few days away, essentially. And it's going to be 4 issues. At least that's what's planned. If you can, they're asking everybody to go to vwtrends.com, buy a commemorative issue to help them do it. I can tell you that they're bootstrapping this deal. They're putting advertisements in this thing, and that's kind of how they're getting this deal off the ground. And it's all the old guys that worked at VW Trends Mag. They got the gang back together.
That's pretty cool.
And it's been gone a while. It's been gone like something like 16 years or something. It's crazy to think about. And so they're bringing it all back.
I remember riding my bike down the 7-Eleven buying VW Trends, Sand Sports, and Hot VW's magazine, and I'd yank out the center pictures every time, and there was posters all over my walls.
So it's a different type of magazine than Hot VW's. I think then when I spoke with Dan Ledbetter from Hot VW Trends, I think he described it best. He says we're the rowdy younger brother of Hot VW's.
I like it
because they're just different. They beat to a different drum. They do a little things differently, and there's just different perspectives. So kudos to them for being able to put it together, and hopefully they can pull it off and bring another mag back. So I think everybody's hungry for fresh, new, exciting stuff. and I think it's just another way to get it.
Yeah.
So shout out to Jason and Dusty Summit trying to link up. I know he's working with Dan now a little bit on some stuff. We were able to help him get that going, and can't wait to see what happens. Got some bunch of questions lined up, so bear with me, guys. We're trying to feed through this thing as we've now progressed to a new camera angle and a new shot and new looks. Now we're going to be progressing at actually Eddie handling the computer in the future, so and some of the questions and whatnot. So Darren's heading over to Blake's place after the show. That's look at Blake's. I got some big fans in the back with Blake's.
Talking about the barbecue place?
Joint. Oh yeah. See?
That's a hidden gem.
It's a little taste of glory.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, industrial places got pits going all night long. It's pretty cool. Let's see what we got here. Lucas says Corey's got to buy lunch next time. Sure, Lucas, I owe you lunch. And while we got you on the line, Lucas Hand, did you get any progression on your trailers? We would love to talk to you and help promote some of the trailers that Lucas is going to be coming out with. So he's got his own trailer coming down.
Really?
Yep. I don't know how to word it exactly the best way. So Lucas, well, I know you're watching. If you could share with us basically, about what's the best way to word it? It's like it's a flatbed open trailer that has the boxes kind of built underneath. You can go in a variety of lengths and do a bunch of stuff like that. So, he says he's in production, cut his first 5 trailers out. So very cool. Need a 30-footer, triple axle, 6 boxes, and room for my generator.
Nice.
I think it'll get us going.
It'll look good behind a motorhome.
Yeah. Let's see here. If you guys listen to me and try to get TP products into sales or something, see this here, Frank. Bear with me, Frank. We're trying to get, you got to bear with us, Frank. We got a lot of comments coming through from all different streams. We have the Facebook MP stream. We've got the Facebook MP Insider stream. We've got the MP Insider YouTube stream. So there's a lot of different ones. We try to do the best we can on top of text messages and regular DMs. You guys listen to me and try to get TP products in, you'll sell. He does the best lifters and other stuff around here in Europe. Well, Frank, there's a lot of stuff that we're looking at. To give you an idea, I believe in last year, just in 2020, I think we launched and brought in over 2,000 new products, new SKUs to MPHQ. So,
that would be its own catalog.
Yeah, it is. That's, our catalog growing by pages and so we have a lot of stuff on the list. It's also not just about buying and selling, right? We want to develop. We want to be the engineering side of things that we were once very good at or known for. So we've made substantial investments in that sector. We've got beautiful brand new machines. We got a whole team of engineers and 3D scanners, 3D printers, and they're all running 24 hours a day. So we're diligently working on a lot of that stuff. So bear with us, man. We'll get through it. Darren, bringing back bikini girls, as much as many people would like it, there's just as many people that don't want it. And it's tough, man. I know that there was a couple of them at the outings at the last shows that just didn't go very good. And it's a really tough spot.
It's tough when you got to be PC friendly.
Yeah, sometimes you just sit back, relax, and enjoy the remembrance of how cool the small car specialties showdowns were and all the different stuff, and just enjoy it for what it was. And if it comes back, it comes back. I can tell you, if you really want to go to some cool stuff and different style of event, save your shekels and go to European Buggin'. If you want it all, it's all there.
Wow.
And there's nothing like it in the world. I'll tell you that right now. There isn't a show like it. All the shows here are great. We love what Andy and the teams do, and not just what Bug-In and Drag Days, but Sacramento's and all that stuff. It's just different. And it's a lifestyle event. That's the best way to word it. Save your money. 2022, mark it down, July 2nd through the 4th. A shameless plug. we are their title sponsor again for the European Bug-In, and it's worth every single penny to go in your life. If you love Volkswagens, it don't matter what kind it is, go, because it's worth it.
That sounds like a good time.
It is unbelievable. I'm telling you, it'll change your perspective. I've probably talked about it more times than not. I've given these guys a little insight.
I'm going. I'm letting you know I'm going. I'm
You don't even have to be necessarily a VW fan. You can appreciate the amount of work that goes into building something like that. And then, dude, you get to, it doesn't matter what you're into on VW.
I'll tell you what I'm excited to do. I want to meet those DJs that are in that bus.
The dueling buses.
You came back so excited and so much. Dude, you got to see these guys.
Well, I kind of went into an area I wasn't supposed to. So I don't know how it happened, but during one, I found my way to the stage and inside the DJ booth on stage. And there were like 2 buses, like early deluxe buses that you stood out and did DJ stuff to.
It's so badass.
Were they in them or
the whole turntable?
No, the whole system was inside the buses.
Bus,
yeah.
And they're up on a stage.
That's awesome.
And it, dude, the lights, the shows. And if you guys scroll back to 2019 on our Instagram, you'll see a bunch of that stuff. I mean, it's just cool because it's just a different lifestyle. You've got drift box, off-road events going on, drag racing going on. By the way, the drag racing that going on is the circuit, which is a regular streets road Monday through Friday. You know what I mean?
Close it off
and they close it off for 4 days and drag race on it in the middle of, the south part of Belgium, the French countryside almost. It's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. And it's all done in the city of Chimay, which is known for their beer, their brewery, and they're there. They serve everywhere he goes beer.
Oh, fantastic.
I mean, I know you're in just when I said beer. So I know we talked about this before, but it got canceled last year. It got moved. It got canceled. So it's officially on. They're already working on it. And barring any unforeseen circumstances, July 2nd through the 4th. So 4th of July.
22.
22.
Gotcha.
Dude, the hotels have already been booked. I mean, they're already done.
Wow. So
we moved the dates immediately and we booked them. We still couldn't get the premium hotel that we wanted to be at, like the location.
Right.
But there's so much history and it's just so much fun. You have to go. It is absolutely worth it. I can't stress it enough. It was a trip of a lifetime and I cannot wait to go again. So go. Oh, dude. Darren, killer for comment of the day right there. Inner shows on Saturday night was the best. Do you remember the old inner shows? I don't know if you're a little bit younger, right? But they used to do the inner shows like it was like Costa Mesa Fairgrounds, and it was like a walk through swap meet of like one night would be dirt bike stuff, and then would be VW nights. It was just absolutely bitching. That's cool, man. That brings me back to my childhood, man. So those were really, really cool times. Yeah. See, we got people chiming in. Frank chiming in. Yes, it is. EBA is the place to be. I mean, the EBI, you cannot beat it. And the interesting part about this coming year is they have Hessisch Ollendorf, which is the vintage show, right? Show of shows. So like when you see a split window here, it'll be rare. We talked about this with Andy Kimball last week, wasn't it?
Yep.
And it's like, oh, it's like a split window. Oh my God. There'll be every single model, every single color, every single one of them on the same street. And by the way, that's just that street. Then there's the convertibles. Then it's insane. So the weekend before is Hessisch Ollendorf, like the vintage shows. And then the very next weekend is European Bug-In. But in between there's different car shows, private events, showcase collections. It's freaking unreal, dude.
That's awesome.
So, and they do a big caravan. So Boxo needs to be there. Put down the budget. I know Trent's watching, so let's get him going.
Yeah, that's not going to get you anywhere.
I know, but we're going to try. Let's see what else we got cooking. Man, it's just kind of flying by. We're already an hour deep.
Yep.
So if you were to say a few simple words, why should somebody, besides your smiling personality and charm, why should somebody choose a Boxo tool over a Husky, a Cobalt, something along those lines?
You want quality, you want to be taken care of, you don't want to worry about it, buy Boxo.
It's that simple.
Just make it easy for everybody.
And as the on the outside of stuff, what are some of the most commonly like wow factors you think people would say or do? I mean, besides the organizational tray, which I think is absolutely bitching.
When you open those trays, especially the socket drawers,
Yeah, pop it open.
Boom, every time.
Let's see here. Let's see. Smaller tool carts like a Hazit Cadet. I mean, they have tool carts.
You have the smaller tool cart.
Yep.
Yep.
So yeah, our
the small one and the big one.
Yeah, our race cart that goes with us to the race events, which kind of house the tools and hoseless fire extinguishers. Those we're using your tool cart now. We use it there, and then we have one in the cylinder head department, the big cart,
right?
Or sorry, the carburetor department. Yeah, they got, like I said, I encourage you, Lucas, and anybody else is interested, boxousa.com. That'll give you a good shot of what they have.
If you need help, all you have to do is we're a phone call away. We'll help you right through the whole thing, depending on what you want to get.
Best phone number to call 714-499-9918.
Correct.
And ask for Lucas. Cool, man. Well, dude, it's been an hour. It's been crazy. I told you it'd be easy and
like
painless. And it's no no coughs, no. You're doing pretty good. Did you pregame it or something before you got here? Took the edge off? Just saying.
No.
All right. Racing events. Let's talk a little bit about that before we close out. What are you looking forward to? When's the next ride?
Looks like Glen Helen.
So the June race?
Yep. Is it June?
Yeah, for more? Or for gas?
For the Triple Crown.
Yeah, that's not till June, I think. June. Yeah, more racing.
I believe that's the next one that I'll be co-pilot.
So are you staying with you're going to co-pilot just the Triple Crown series with him? Is that kind of the plan?
I'll co-pilot every race with that guy.
Yeah, so
no problem, Richard. I got you, buddy.
That's the Freedom Cup.
Yeah.
Won another race for the Triple Crown, and that is July
the goal
30.
is to beat Wilkie. So
that's a tough one, man. It's a tough one. The dude is a different animal.
I know.
He's just kind of do calm, cool, collective, but get him behind the wheel, and that dude is an animal.
He's a shark, bro. He turns into a shark.
Yep. Chuck Foreman has an informative question. Is really wanting to know, when was the last time those legs saw the light of day? I guess the camera angle's not the best. Well, you guys, I hope you guys are friends. How? So,
just get me through the summer and we'll be all right.
Yeah, I think everybody's got a little ET like pasty, like when they pulled him out of the river,
right?
Just all white and pasty.
That first trip to the river, everybody's like, "Damn,
yeah, man, it's not been good for any of us." So,
it's been cold, man. We're freaking jeans. I like being in shorts.
Yeah, I think we all. So, dude, I mean, all I can say is thank you. Thank you for making the time to come hang out with us. Thank you for being silly and being a good sport about all this stuff. We believe the tool. We use them.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why we like to share with, our friends and listeners to the show really what we're using here. And we're super excited to potentially bring in a nice toolkit that'll be VW friendly and MP branded. How many of you guys would actually buy an MP branded tool roll? And that would be the biggest thing. We don't want to try to bring out the spare tire, stick in the spare and I think we're past the blow molded plastic kit thing. I think I think we're really at the tool roll that would fit under the seat or a back seat, and
something soft that's not going to scratch anything up.
It's
got what you need.
It's almost like we knew what we were talking about or planning, huh? Weird.
That'd be killer.
Yeah, and that nice MP embroider blue on the bag there.
Nice patch on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, we'll just do the patches so we get a full color.
Then you don't have to worry about it. Like, where do I get the tool? Just come straight to us if there's any problems.
Yep. So nice and easy. But yeah, guys, I mean, thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for Lucas for coming hanging out and just telling us how not to do wheelies on dirt bikes.
Yeah. Sure.
Let's see. We got over here. I'm trying to look over here. 2, 1. We're trying to test that camera. So now we're going to use this camera today. So bear with me. We're trying all this new stuff. And I'm not sure what to do with my hands, Ricky. I hate that camera. But yeah. Golly. Other than that, guys, man, I sit back and we wonder, wow, how sometimes we've progressed so far. And we couldn't do that without you guys, the loyal followers, the listeners that actually make it happen. And I know Eddie, when are we getting those new episodes uploaded on iTunes?
They're
Already up.
Yeah, they're just ready to be on iTunes.
Dig it. So stay tuned, guys. We're dropping about 6 episodes I think we've got that are uploading to iTunes. So Andy Kimball, if you're listening, I know you bug me all the time about getting them done quicker. We're working through it, and we'll get them up there. But we got a nice little upload. Christmas tree showdown, yeah. Anytime, it's part of the deal. And
Is Lucas doing it today?
Lucas can get some. Ready? I mean, we had Camera Free for an offset session. It was pretty good.
We go on Instagram Live.
Yeah, we'll do an Instagram Live after. Damn, I hate those though. And then we'll have to battle, see what your drag racing skills reaction time is all about. Yeah, guys. Other than that, man, we'll be back next week. A couple of things just to touch on. First and foremost, this Saturday here at Impy, we're having our Rugged Radios test and tune session. Now, I want to kind of cover some of that stuff before we sign off. Doesn't matter what you got. You got a Volkswagen, you got a rail buggy, you got a trophy truck. I mean, whatever it is, we gave Rugged run of the range, right? So we gave you the platform and the location to do it. They're coming down with their rig. They're going to be setting up in the parking lot with their big rig. They're bringing a couple cars for display. They're bringing the crew down to work on anybody's equipment that comes through. So if you got a race car, you got a UTV, side-by-side, Baja, 516, Class 11, it don't matter what it is. Or if you just have a trail rig or a drape crawler, whatever, it's not street legal, putting it on a trailer. We'll bring them and loop them all the way around. Greg and all the team here are set up to fix, test, check, tune, shorten cables, tune the antennas, to really give you a good once over. Because when you're at the track or you're at the races and something goes wrong, they're just, everybody's just going to patch up to get you going. Now's your chance to really get a good once over on all the radio.
Get it nice and dialed in.
Yeah. And if you need to update channels, whatever it is, they're here. So we provided them that. They're going to bring, like I said, the big rig down. They're going to have their team here to set everything up and to dial you in right. They're going to run some special promotions on sales, I believe, with product right here on the spot. We're also opening it up to guys. You want to bring some cars down to show it off, come place to hang out for a few hours, drive your bitching car down here, street car.
You have tacos, right?
You can't give them everything.
You're going to have tacos.
But yeah, we're going to, we wanted to have everybody come out with their street cars, just a cool place to just get out, stretch your legs a little bit, get out and drive the cars that we enjoy so much. So you even enjoy. If you got a motorcycle communication headset, it doesn't matter. They're here to help you. It doesn't even matter the brand. They're going to do everything they can to help you out.
That's customers
with whatever brand you have. On top of it, yes, Lucas, we did hire a very cool taco truck out of Long Beach, California. They're known for some badass 4 different meat taco options and quesadillas and burritos, and it's all served out of a Vida bus. What's the name of that joint?
A taco bus. It's just
Taco bus. That's what I thought. A taco bus. And so they're coming in. Hot VWs will be here with their pop-up and to showcase some stuff and have some of their merchandise available. I know Bug-In Promotions will be here with their stuff to promote some of the upcoming events and whatnot. It sounds like Boxo is going to have a nice little pop-up here. So if you guys want to come personally touch and feel and get your hands on some of the tools, at least just to check it out.
Yeah.
And then maybe Lucas will write you a special deal on the spot and get you something going.
There we go.
And then we're doing a very limited number of shop tours as well. So if you're going to get here, get in, get signed up, get up early and get us ready to rock and roll. The show goes from 9 to 3 and we'll be ready to rock and roll. Other than that, let's see. So I would love Dusty Summit. I would love to come on the show, but only if Lucas chugs the rest of that monster. That's not hard. I mean, they really just, all right, there you go. Look at that. It's almost as good as a Coors Light.
It's close.
But on a serious note, Jason, we'd love to have you to talk about some of the stuff. You've done some phenomenal photography of not just our Class 11 cars, but a lot of the stuff you shoot is just badass, man. So if you guys haven't had a chance to check out some of Jason's work,
He has real love for Class 11.
he does.
He really did. We need to help him on his Volkswagen, though.
Yeah, I told him, just let us know.
I'd
We're here to help.
over here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm here to help. We're here to help as a team, man.
Yeah.
You've done so much for us and shot the photos and different things. We're here to help you out. So drag that pile down here. And it sounds like you got a wounded warrior over there, so it's not doing so good. She sounds injured.
I'll bring my flatbed over your house. We'll pick it up, bring it on over.
There you go, man. And Otter, the Overland Bus, chiming in. Another great show. Thank you very much. We need to get a tool kit to go with our jack. So stay tuned. It's
Chuck.
Yep. Chuck's got it, but we gotta get the tool roll going for him.
So let me cover my legs.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I can actually see it in the camera now. Holy smokes. Switch camera. Thank you. I thought you had your socks all the way up for a second. I didn't know where the shorts ended and the socks. Oh man. But yeah, I mean, we'd love to get him on here on a serious note. So also like to get guys like Lucas Hand. Let's talk about some of the family lineage and his history down the off-road circle. But next week we're gonna have the godfather of Cal Look, Ron Fleming, on with Amber Zent. And we're going to talk Volkswagens. We're going to talk car clubs. We're going to talk about everything in between. So,
were you ever part of a car club?
I was part of a car club for a while. Uber Alles, way back in the day.
Talking what, mid-90s right there?
Yeah, late 90s, really. Yep. Uber Alles. We used to meet on Beach Boulevard and in Huntington Beach at the old Bravo Burger. So, way back in the day.
Yeah.
I feel old. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for chiming in every single week, and we will be back next week. Like I said, Godfather Cowlick, Ron Fleming, and Miss Amber Zent, and it's going to be a good show. Can't wait. Lucas, thank you for holding down the fort, and we filtered a lot of the comments out, and awesome.
Thank you for having me.
No, it's going to be good, man. We appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you guys on Saturday. Please come ready to have some fun, and don't forget, can't forget the plug for DJ Eddie Express will be throwing down some tunes.
That's right.
Making the setting the vibe right. And let me ask you guys one other question before I go. Would you guys like, on another note, would you guys like to be able to call in to the show and ask legitimate questions without being D-bags and chasing things? But would you guys like to be able to have that opportunity to call in, field the phone calls, do different things? Because I know that's also an option. So we're trying to start testing some of the new equipment that we have, and offering some different ideas. So appreciate it. With that being said, we will be back next week, same bat time, same bat channel, and we're out. See you.
Thank you.